Yes, welcome back, people. This is CC from CC Sports Lab. That's what you're watching, people. Bless up, bless up. Remember to like, share, subscribe, people. Subscribe, hit that subscription button. 96% of you guys are watching the content, but you're not subscribing. So it will do the channel a world of good if you could subscribe and just leave your comments in the comment section. What are the improvements that I could work on? And like anything that you would want me to discuss or want me to touch on, right? Let's get into it, people. Remember that Jamaica just eked out a 2-1 victory versus the Hondurans, right, in Tegucigalpa. And as you know, Jamaica has been beating up the Hondurans over the past 5 years or so. Since 2017, coming back and back, Jamaica's beaten the Hondurans through and through, right? This is an away victory, and I feel like this one feels a little bit sweeter, especially that the Hondurans would have been in form. With that being said, there are quite a number of areas that I think Jamaica needs players to come and fit in. First of all, I think Jamaica needs in the centre back area. You have a guy named Ian Frey that plays for Inter Miami. He's 6 feet tall, people. And he also can play the defensive midfield position. I think Michael Hector, if he does not get a club, we should be moving on from him and considering Ian Frey, who is 22 years old. I think he should be a part of it. Remember, this guy is playing in a team with the likes of Lionel Messi, the likes of Sergio Busquets, and the list goes on, people. So I think at 22 years old is one for the future, and the recruitment of players should not be limited to just looking at the European continent, right? But also players in the Northern American continent, especially in the US and even Canada. Because you would have known years ago there was a guy named Junior Eilert who Jamaica could have possibly gotten, right? Also in the defensive midfield area, I think Jamaica needs to shore up that position. Isaac Hayden has been a player that Jamaica has chased around for a while. And I think they can still chase him around because at the end of the day, the position is not locked. You have a defender being a makeshift central defensive midfielder right now in Natty here, and it's just not working out. However, there's one bit of business that Isaac Hayden needs to work out, because currently he's a free agent, but he's on the radar of West Brom. So hopefully he can sign with West Brom, being a free agent, get some games under his belt and come in the team. I think a Mason Holgate would have received his documentation, so I think Mason Holgate, even when he's playing, I think he should be a part of the consideration in the team as well, right? That's in the defensive area. But as I said, Michael Hector comes out, drops out, bringing in Ian Frey. I feel as if Ian Frey can also play right back. So Michael Hector drops out, bringing in Ian Frey. Mason Holgate comes in, drop out a Greg Lay. Because I believe like what I saw from Greg Lay was not impressive. He would have not done himself any justice. That's 3 players. In the forward area, I feel as if, even though Norman Campbell gave a good look, I believe depending on going forward, if we can get a player like a Jonathan Rowe going forward, I'm not sure where they would be in the process of trying to recruit such a player. He's a very brilliant footballer. He's at the age of ripe old age of 21 and I believe he could be someone who could solve Jamaica's goal scoring issues, right? Born 2003, is currently on loan at Marseille. So agent Mason Greenwood on the case. So we could get Mason Greenwood and possibly get a Jonathan Rowe to come in the team as well. He would have played for the England under 20s 21s twice already, right? And he would have played 48 games for Norwich, scoring 12 goals. As I said, he's a winger, so it would be a winger for a winger. Like you'd have Ronaldo Cephas, Norman Campbell, Jonathan Rowe fighting for that spot. I think Jonathan Rowe offers a little bit more quality. You would want to see what he have to offer. And then, yeah, so I think those are some of the players that I think we need to bring in the team. Isaac Hayden needs to come in the team. Ian Frey needs to come in the team. Mason Holgate needs to come in the team. That's 3 persons already. 2 defender, one who can play at the right back position. There needs to be depth at that position. The defensive midfield position is greatly needed strengthening. I think Isaac Aiden could feel that. Jonathan Rowe is a promising young striker at the age of 21. I think that's something that we could work on as well. Mason Greenwood, documentation, hopefully it's speeded up and he would also be a part of it. So come next year March, those 4 players would be a great addition to the team, and some of the other fringe players would be dropping out because, as I said, some persons would have not done themselves justice. I think a Jonathan Rowe could easily take a Jamal Lowe's game in that. So you would replace him with a Jamal Lowe. Greg Lay and Hector drops out for me. Bring in Ian Frey, and you bring in Mason Holgate. And I think Mason Greenwood walks into the team, so you know what that is. So Shamar Nicholson would need to step up his game, because at this point in time, his spot is Mason Greenwood's spot, because he's not necessarily playing any ball right now. And I think Mason Greenwood comes in. You don't want to have the like-for-like strikers. I think Mikel Antonio retains his spot, and I think Boza would have to try and regain the spot and fight for the spot with Mikel Antonio. With that being said, people, you can tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section. Please remember to subscribe. Hit that subscription button. It is important that you subscribe. As I've told you before in the video, 96% of you guys are watching and have not hit that subscribe. We would like to get that number down, right? But tell me what your views are. I would love to hear them in the comment section. A couple of players that I have named: Ian Frey, a centre back from Inter Miami, 22 years old. Mason Holgate, not that very old as well. Plays at Everton. Isaac Aiden, 29, but we still could get at least 4 years out of him, or at least up to the World Cup qualifying and into the World Cup. So we could get at least 4 years out of him. Jonathan Rowe, 21, one for the future, kid for the future. Mason Greenwood, which we would have already spoken about, and I'm to do a follow-up on that outcome when we see the process have reached further, because from my understanding, the documents are at PICA and it's just them going through the vetting process, and you know all of the documentation text. So they're going through the vetting process to ensure his ancestral roots and everything ties back. And I think they normally say you need the new birth certificate of the parent that they're going through or the grandparents. So all of that have to be checked, tied back, and they do everything. Hopefully PICA takes their time but speeds up their and yes, it's oxymoron, people. But as I said before, just leave your views in the comment section. Let us hear what you have to say. Like, share, subscribe. Important for you to subscribe. Thank you very much, people. I'm out.